Right, welcome ladies and gents. It would seem Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny has lost significantly more cash than previously reported. Quite a lot, in fact more than $100 million the movie lost. Lost money, more than $100 million. That's insane! That's genuinely insane. That is crazy. No wonder Nelson Peltz wants a seat on the board of Disney. Why? How exactly does Kathleen Kennedy still have a job? Like, I see these things, and I also think as well, Kathleen Kennedy still in a job is bizarre enough as it is. But Kathleen Kennedy still in a job when Lucasfilm has destroyed every intellectual property that they have? What? Right? You gotta remember, Lucasfilm, as an entity, was purchased solely because of Star Wars. That's realistically it. It's the only real reason Bob Iger and Disney acquired Lucasfilm. But what Kathleen Kennedy, under Disney and Bob Iger, has systematically done is destroy everything that Lucasfilm owns or holds as an IP. And that's some feat. I mean, round of applause for Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger. I don't think in the history of any film studio there's been anyone that is unprecedented to destroy as many properties as this. It really is. So, well done. You're a record breaker. But let's take a look at one specific, which is, of course, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, a movie no one asked for. A movie, because not everyone needs to ask for a movie for it to be, warranted. But at the very least, if you don't ask for a movie, it needs to justify itself. This movie didn't even justify its existence because it lost cash. So this is over on That Park Place. I'll leave it linked down below. It's a fascinating article. And it's inspired by a friend of the channel, Valiant Renegade, who did a video on it. So, bizarre. So as the article says, it was supposed to be a triumphant return. And also the final outing for Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. That was genuinely what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the end of the era. It was supposed to be a good send-off, a welcoming send-off, but no. So, early on, years of delays, this film was a complete mess from the off. It was always destined to be this. They just couldn't get it off the ground. And remember, I always say, and I say it again, I've said it many times, I will keep saying it, when a film that should be easy takes a really long time, don't get your hopes up, because it's them trying to figure out a way to inject stuff into it. Modern day things, right? Simplistic stories don't go well with modern day nonsense, illogical approach to anything, right? And this is another fatality under that. So, years of delays. People familiar with Lucasfilm production patterns over the last 5 years, it was going to bomb. Ford was injured on a moving train. Production crews were stuck in Morocco during the pandemic, and overall costs ballooned to incredible levels. So, entertainment financial analyst Valiant Renegade has previously talked about how badly Indiana Jones 5 failed at the box office. Forbes' incredible journalist Caroline Reed has managed to confirm prior reporting by VR using just released tax documents that finally put an end to speculation. There's even more. There's more tax documents. It looked bad before. It's even worse now. So Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, this is from Caroline Reed of Forbes. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny failed to cover its costs at the box office, according to financial statements released on Friday, which show that Disney spent $134.2 million more on making the movie than it is understood to have received in ticket sales. Right. So they spent $134.2 million more than the film received in ticket sales. That's really bad. But there's more. There's more. So, Forbes is only accounting for production costs. The number that Indiana Jones lost only grows when one considers marketing costs, theatre splits, and everything else. It's also reported, just as an FYI, they spent $28,000 de-aging Harrison Ford. $28,000 to de-age Harrison Ford. Honestly, just hear me out. If you'd done the whole movie like that, it would have made money. I bet you anything. What do you think? If they'd done a de-age Harrison Ford like they did at the start, and it was just that story, right? Because there was, there was Yahtzees in it and everything, trying to get the Dial of Destiny. Just do that. A story about him trying to get the Dial of Destiny, because that's quite literally what he gets at the start, right? Spoiler alert for a film no one cares about. Why couldn't we just get that? If you'd spent the money to de-age Harrison Ford for the entire movie and we were just telling that story, that would have been great. I reckon that would have made money. But anyway, as marketing costs, they're not included by the UK tax documents. We obviously don't know the exact amount of money it all cost. However, it's safe to say that Disney likely paid at the very least, $120 million in advertising. When added together, this puts the total at probably at least $234 million. Now, that's not far off from prior projections made last year, this is from last year. Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny is easily contended for the biggest box office flop in all of history after a horrific stint in movie theatres. $381.5 million is all it managed to muster, despite an unfathomable budget that had it sitting somewhere between 900 to 1 billion for a break-even point, which is insane. So estimated in the past that Indiana Jones 5 cost Disney somewhere between 250 million to 300 million in losses. So it is about 250 million, $234 million in losses. Staggeringly bad. Staggeringly bad. Why do you keep making crap films? And again, Kathleen Kennedy, how do you still have a job? How are you still employed? How can you destroy Lucasfilm has nothing. They're going back to Star Wars now. They destroyed Willow, destroyed Indiana Jones. They destroyed Star Wars, but they're going back to it. And I think to myself, I mean, you're going to go and make a Rey movie. For God's sake, no one wants a Rey movie. But that's what you think is going to save it. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. So there you go. Funny, new information. 28 grand to de-age Harrison Ford. Why didn't you just do it for the whole film? Just give us that movie. That would have been great. Anyway, thoughts down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.